Egyptian pyramids were built using incredibly clever machine, new research suggests. Okay. One thing I find crazy, or even probably just fascinating, is the fact that we are in 2025 and we still don't have a clue exactly how the pyramids were built. There's still arguments going on to this day about how the pyramids were actually built. That's crazy. It's 2025. How old are the pyramids? Thousands of years old, and we still can't figure out how they were actually made by an ancient civilization. It's just a mystery that's so captivating, and hopefully one day we'll solve the issue. We'll solve the problem. And hopefully one day we'll solve the problem to how they were actually built. Maybe it was aliens. Phone home. Egyptians' Great Pyramids have been a source of wonder and mystery for centuries, but recent research has shed a dazzling light on the secrets of how they were created and how this involved the impressive use of water. Okay, is this a new theory? Now a new study has suggested that at least one of the great structures was built using equipment that was far more sophisticated than once thought. Right. The paper, published in the journal PLOS One on the 5th of August, posits that the iconic 4,500-year-old, there you go, 4,500 years old, 4,500-year-old step pyramid. Oh, so that step pyramid is 4,500 years old. There you go. Of Djoser, I don't know if I'm saying that right, was erected with the help of a unique hydraulic lift system. Right. I can't remember. I've seen a bit about the pyramids a while ago, but I can't remember if this step pyramid was believed to be a later version of the pyramids, meaning it was built after the big pyramids that were built, and it showed a decline in sophistication. I think it was something like that. So pretty much from memory, I think it was the Great Pyramids, the ones that are actually the huge ones that you see in Egypt, that immaculate, well, probably not as much now, but a lot better than the step pyramid, were actually older than this step period. And you can see like a gradual degrade in the quality of pyramids. I think that's right.
Wrong.
I'm not too sure. That's just from my memory, which isn't the best. In the past, experts believed that the step pyramid was most likely constructed using a network of ramps and levers. There you go. However, the latest analysis, led by Xavier Landria of France's CEA Paleotechnic Institute, suggests that the ancient Egyptians channeled nearby canals to power weight-bearing lifts. Wow, there you go. The study suggests that water was enabled to flow into two shafts located in the pyramid itself, which were used to help raise and lower a float used to carry the heavy stone building blocks. Very clever. Ancient Egyptians were famous for their pioneering and mastery of hydraulics through canals and irrigation purposes and barges to transport huge stones, the researchers wrote. This work opens up a new line of research, the use of hydraulic force to erect the massive structures built by pharaohs. Okay. The step pyramid is believed to have been built in around 2680 BCE as a funerary complex for the third dynasty of pharaoh. I'm going to say Djoser. I don't know. I'm not that familiar with Egyptian names or Egyptian pharaohs. Yet, the precise method of its construction has always remained unclear. Landria and his colleagues argue that the nearby previously unexplained structure known as the Gizr el Midir, I don't know how to say that word, Gizel Medir, I'm going to say, Gizel Medir, enclosed was in fact a check dam used to capture water and sediment. They also posit that a series of compartments dug into the ground just outside the pyramid may have served as a water treatment facility. Oh, wow, there you go. This would have enabled sediment to settle as the water passed through each subsequent compartment. Okay. From there, after flowing into the pyramid's shafts themselves, the pressurized water would have floated the building stones towards the upper levels of the structure via the internal shaftway, in a process known as volcano construction. Alright, so let's try to figure this out with this very blurry picture. So you'd have the water from Abyssur floodplain here, compartment, possible inlet, the south shaft, other opening, closing system. Okay. So the water travels along here, I'm assuming, and then pushes, then you have the stones here and you push them up through here somehow with the pressure from the water. I don't know. It looks pretty complex to me. I'm not Egyptian, so not too sure exactly how this works, but I'm assuming this is the water stream and the pressure, somehow they force the pressure of the water to push up along with the stone to get it to that height, I'm assuming. And then they obviously would place them where they need to place them. There you go, up, down cycles, the step pyramid, volcano construction. I don't know, it still sounds very complex to me. Nevertheless, whilst the authors feel confident that the initial architect of the step pyramid is consistent with a hydraulic elevation device never reported before, they concede that further investigations are needed. So they're pretty confident with their theory, but they still obviously want to investigate further to confirm it, I guess. They now aim to establish how water might have flowed through the shafts, as well as how much water was available in the surrounding area all those thousands of years ago. Yeah, and that'll be the key to figuring out if this is plausible or not. How much water was there back then? I have heard there was a lot of water, a lot more water than is there now, because now it's like barren. But we're talking thousands of years ago. And I think from a lot of research around Egypt, it was actually not looking like it does today. Not so sandy. It was more forest-like from the things that I've seen. But I'm no archaeologist, or I don't know that much about Egypt, so I can't be confident in what I'm saying. Still, they noted that whilst other structures, including ramps, were probably also used to help erect the pyramid, a hydraulic lift system could have been used to support the building processes when there was enough water. They stress that their research, carried out in conjunction with several national laboratories, has led to the discovery of a dam, a water treatment facility, and a hydraulic elevator. Okay, there you go. Which would have enabled the construction of the step pyramid Saqqara. Pretty sure that's how I say it. So there you go. They found all these stuff as well. So that's just supporting their theory, I guess, more. Or at least supporting the theory that these things obviously were used to some extent to build this step pyramid. They conclude this work opens up new research line of the scientific community. The use of hydraulic power to build the pyramids of Egypt. So there you go. Another theory to go with all the other theories with how the pyramids were built. Although this might lead us into the right direction to having the answer of how the pyramids were actually built, it's still just another theory. But they do have some sort of solid evidence with finding, what do they find? The discovery of a dam, a water treatment facility, and a hydraulic elevator. So these are physical things that they have found. So I'm assuming that was used in some extent to build this pyramid and maybe the other pyramids. But interesting. Anyway, that's all I got. See ya.